Sweet. I've got everything in here I need for my PC build. This is going to be a fairly powerful computer for my dorm room. I need it for things like 3D modeling, like SolidWorks, but also some video games, of course, I have to admit. It was a moderate budget, so I didn't want to spend too much on anything extravagant. I kind of just went with what I could find for the best price, really. So what did I go with? Well, you can see right here, Gigabyte GTX 970. This had some partition controversy, but I don't really care too much. H170 Pro 4 motherboard. Didn't spend too much time looking at that, really, honestly. Core i5 6500, 3.2 GHz CPU, 8 GB of DDR4 memory. DDR4 might not be as fast as DDR3, but the way I looked at it, it was more future-proof than DDR3. 24-inch, 144Hz monitor. I got this refurbished. It's in great shape, and it was a lot cheaper than it would have been. CPU cooler, nothing too exciting. And a Cooler Master case with a 650-watt power supply inside of it. This I actually already had lying around, so I didn't have to buy this. And the power supply isn't modular, so it might be kind of hard to make it look pretty, but I'm not really worrying too much about that. I just want a decently powerful computer to do stuff with. And a couple fans and a clunky keyboard. So, I think that's all the talking can do for now, so let's get down to it. First off, let's take the motherboard out of the packaging. Show you what's inside of here. Manual, that's great. 2 manuals, neat. Backing plate. A bag with 1 screw inside of it. That's fucking sweet.
Probably could be M.2.
Maybe.
SATA
cables.
Yeah. That's the good stuff.
The board itself. It's tricky here. Look at that. So we have 4 GDR4 2133 slots, LGA 1151, 2 PCI Express 3.0s, and you can actually see right there, there's an M.2 slot. And I might actually be using this little M.2 I have here. It's only 24 gigabyte, but I might be using that since I already have it and I'm on a budget to load the OS on. I'm not going to spend too much time on unboxing the CPU, but it's probably worth it. This fucking thing will make me fuck up. There we go. So the CPU itself was only a very small portion of the actual box. Now,
Ooh.
I'm going to go ahead and not use this for my build. That's why I have this right here. It'll be a little bit more manageable as far as temperatures go.
Yeah, that heatsink would not be...
This will not do nearly enough.
No. That's bare minimum. If you're running at full load, your CPU's going to go past 60 or 70 Celsius with that cooler, I'm telling you.
Here's a good bit. Core i5 6500. It's pretty neat. Gonna start off by putting the CPU in the heatsink. Alright, where's the positioning on this? I believe it goes like this. Be as careful as can be. Here we are. It's fairly tight, but I think that's
going to be. Don't put your finger on it.
Oops, daisy. There we are.
Okay.
Neato. Everything's pretty much together. Yeah, I know cable management isn't ideal, but it's hard to deal with things like this stupid loop here, which we can't really get rid of. We'll tidy it up a little later, but I think for now it's time to see if it turns on.
Alright, so it's all plugged in. Let's see what it does.
Okay.
It's fairly normal.
It's pretty quiet.
Make sure your monitor is turned on.
Yeah, it should accept input.
HDMI.
Okay.
Monitor is live. So let's see if you have any video output from this thing. Alright. F2. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. And that's a tiny little heatsink. Oh my god. Dual channel mode, good. DDR4 2133, perfect. Alright, so pretty much next step is just to load Windows 10. I'm just going to make some edits, make sure the boot priorities are all proper and everything else is looking good, and then we'll update the video at that point.
Ends up the M.2 transfer is a bit slower than the solid state, so I'm just going to go ahead and mirror over the OS and all the drivers and everything to the solid state, so I can use that instead. And then I'll probably end up buying a larger hard drive on Newegg or something for Black Friday or Cyber Monday, so I can have more storage space and all that good stuff.
So as for temperatures, the motherboard is currently running at about 22 degrees Celsius. The CPU, most of the cores are between 17 and 22 degrees Celsius, which is pretty insanely low. They haven't gone up past 27. No, one of them got to 33 Celsius, which is still ridiculously cool. Scroll down a little bit more, all the way. And then the 970 hasn't gone past 20 degrees Celsius yet.
Alrighty, so it's a bit later. It's over a week or so later. I'm back in my dorm room here, and I've got my PC set up. It's running nice and smoothly. Refresh rate is 144 Hz because I got a DVI dual link cable set up. The colors on the monitor aren't fantastic, but I did kind of up the digital vibrance on it with an NVIDIA control panel, so it looks a little bit nicer. It runs nice and smooth. I actually bought a 1 terabyte hard drive for it. That's right in there. And a 256 gigabyte Mushkin solid state drive that I currently have my OS and bare necessities on. Everything else is going on the 1 terabyte, like videos and all the good stuff. I have these clip speakers set up here. Currently it's running 5.1 through a receiver with HDMI with a subwoofer I bought pretty recently, which is a K100SW, so it's pretty beefy, maybe a little bit too much for my dorm. It's good for things like coding. Of course, you don't need as much power to do this sort of thing, but doing things like coding assignments and all that. This particular one is a replica of the game 2048, which is pretty neat. This took me a little while to get going, but I'm proud of it. Show you a little bit of Fallout 4. Okay, so it's actually really smooth. Surprised at how good it looks, really. I couldn't really be happier with the frame rates and everything like that. I'm trying not to spend too much time doing things like this, but it's kind of difficult when I've got a nice, powerful PC to have fun with. But anyways, that pretty much covers everything I'd like to say regarding this PC for now. I could be making some more updates in the future, but for now, that is all. If you like this, please hit the like button or subscribe if you are not already. And if you didn't like it, that's too bad. I guess you can hit a dislike button if you want, but thank you for watching as usual, and I hope to see you back here for some more videos.